We will start with Mónica Lira-Cantu. I think everyone knows her. She's going to report on her experience as chair of this cost action. So, Mónica, the floor is yours.
So, good morning, everyone. First of all, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for being here so early. You have a lot of water there. I know you need it. And I am supposed to follow an agenda for our meeting, cost meeting, that I am going to skip a little bit. We have our cost officer here, Mónica Pérez-Cabrero. She's going to talk after me, and I was supposed to follow an agenda, and I'm not going to do that, with your permission. I'm going to talk about all the statistics and results of our cost action after lunch. And in these 15 minutes, I would like to talk to you about my experience working in this cost action, but because I think it's important, and probably is the only opportunity I have to give my opinion. And the first thing I would like to see your faces when you see what the topic that I'm going to talk about, okay? No. Because I was going to say that I'm tired of this topic. Okay? Honestly, I'm very tired of the topic. Some years ago, I said that we should not be talking about it anymore. The fact that we are talking about it is because we are not there yet, okay? So I understand that we always have a process, you know? We have a activation energy, and I think we are right there. We have been a lot of, I have the pointer? A lot of years. So we have been a lot of years around here, and I think we are now around here, okay? And unfortunately, even if I don't like talking about it, and many of us, I'm sure, we have to pass this activation energy in order to forget about this issue and keep going, okay? So we all have to deal with this if we want it or not. Sorry. So I'm going to tell you 3 points. This issue is very complicated, and I think I will do it very simplified, but I just want to share with you 3 points of my experience. And one is awareness, the other one is woman style, and the last one is letting in, okay, the activity for women to participation of women in activities and things. So one thing I want to share is that some years ago, I was in a conference in Dubai, and the conference was finished, and I went out of the hotel, and I asked the man in the entrance, can you please ask for a taxi? I'm going to the airport. And he looked at me very carefully, and he said, do you have your passport and your boarding pass? I was very mad, okay? He was nice, but I was very mad. I was going to say, it's not your issue. I mean, it's not your problem, right? But of course, I smile and say, yes, thank you. I arrived home, and I'm talking to my husband, very mad. He was asking me for this. Can you believe it? He was like, Mónica, he was trying to be helpful. What is the problem with that? And I say, there's no problem. I'm thankful for this, but he will never ask that to you. Never. He will never ask that to a man. And those are little things that every day we see, okay, that makes the difference in how we are being treated. There is this lady, she has a video on internet, and I like it very much. She was doing movies, and now she's directing and she's directing and producing movies. And she said that she has to read a lot of scripts and a lot of movies, and most of them were made by men. And she said that she found this, most of them have this scene and phrase. There was a problem, there was an issue, women look around to the men and say, what do we do now? And she asked the audience, in which critical situation a woman doesn't know what to do? Even if you have kids, you ask your kids, as a woman, if you have a problem, okay? But what happened, those movies were made by men and looked from men's eyes, okay? And my last example, that we are living in a and in a world that has been designed and made by men, are bathrooms, okay? I mean, all women bathrooms are always full of people. Men bathrooms are empty. I mean, you know, really, that's true. I mean, aren't you tired? Every time you go out of the airplane to go to the first bathroom, it's full of people, and the main bathroom is empty. It's crazy. And we have been living like that for years. But my question is really men's problem? Is their fault? Of course not. I think it's our fault. We are the ones that are not happy with that, and we are not doing anything about it, okay? We have women who are architects and designers, but every time they made a shopping mall, the bathrooms are the same, okay? So think about it. It's a little bit of awareness of what we are doing. We are just sitting there complaining. I think we have to be a little bit more active on that. Oh, I put that because I really like it. Only because I like it. I think it's nice. Okay. So the first message is that we have to be aware of these little things that we have in our everyday life. And if we are not happy women, we have to do something to change it, okay? And I really think that we have to stop blaming men about it. It's our own direction of what we want to do and the quality of our work. The second thing is the woman's style. 12 years ago, I remember that I was listening to this woman complaining about how difficult it was to do science. They were not fitting in the men's environment. They were evaluated differently than men, etc. Okay? And I remember very vivid saying, I don't have those problems, okay? I'm gonna keep going, look my objectives and keep going. 12 years later, I'm there. I'm this winning woman saying that I don't have all these opportunities, okay? And then what I did, I went and read a lot of biographies from women, also videos, everything I could. And the message that I got from that is that, not everyone, but the message was that they also saw that problem. They saw that they cannot fit. They saw the difference. But they didn't complain. They keep going. Those successful women, they did it their way. Okay? They keep working and in parallel with the men's world, and they did it their way and they succeed. In science, artists, everything. That's the way they did it, okay? So I want to say here that first, let's forget about trying to be equal. We are not equal than men, okay? We are different, and we want to be different. I think if we are different, it's more fun than to be equal. Yeah. And I think women are more beautiful than men also. We don't want to be equal. No, I'm joking. And the other is, let's forget about trying to fit in a system that they build for themselves. I mean, they have been working out there for much longer than us, and it's fine. I mean, they have all the right to do that. Let's try to forget about it and do it our own. What are our needs, what we want? We can work in parallel. We are almost 50% of the population of this world is women. That means 7 million, almost 4 million are women. And we are 4 billion of women waiting and complaining. It's very strange. We are a very powerful amount of people. It's like we are trying to ask for permission to do something. It doesn't make any sense. We are a lot of people. We can do something about it. So my message here is that to try to do things our own way in parallel with men and try to do well. And I think one of the good examples, or an example that I think that it is of this, is this cost action, okay? Because I did it the way I know. I couldn't do it the way a man does it, okay? And I have very strong support from my male co-workers, amazing scientists, also from female co-workers, okay? But we did it our way, and I think there is a female touch here, and it worked. And I'm very amazed how many people came, especially women, and say, I'm very happy here, let's continue, let's continue. So I think if we do it our way, if the way is fine, we are going to succeed, and people will follow. That's my message here, okay? And just to finish, the last point is be proactive, okay? Well, I say what you are afraid of, because I think it's about being afraid. Probably not, but I think if we are not afraid, we will do more things. But one message that I want to give to women, especially young women, is that the only way we can change things is to be there. Be in the tribunal of thesis, be in the reviewer boards, be reviewer of papers, projects, everything. If we are not there, men cannot know what we need, what we think, and they are going to keep deciding who are getting the project, the advancing the recognition, etc. Okay? So there are the three things I wanted to tell you about my experience from all this. One is awareness again, it's very important. The other one was woman style, and the last one was to be proactive and keep working on this. Thank you very much. I hope it works.